Hi everyone, welcome to Emaan's Garden channel. Today I want to talk about my Amaryllis plants. 25 days ago I made video about these plants. I got them from the store, from Lowe's, 2 of them. And the middle one I got from Trade Joe's. They were bulbs when I was buying them. And I showed you how I plant them and how I feed them. Everything, what kind of potting mix I use for them, everything I explained you in details. And today I want to talk about what to do, how to water, how to fertilize, and what to do after they bloom out. And on YouTube I watched lots of videos about Amaryllis plants because I didn't know how to grow these plants. Be honest with you, I already told you that I was every time when I see my friends plants, Amaryllis plants, every time when she sends me pictures from her Amaryllis flower, I get jealous, in good meaning I mean, and I wanted to have this plant so much, and my husband bought these plants for me, and I didn't know how to grow them. But I found my way how to grow them, and this way worked great for me. And today I wanna share my experience growing Amaryllis plants with you guys. I watched YouTube videos and people, they show their way, and most of videos are similar to each other. People, they cut the Amaryllis flower stalks after they bloom out, but I did something different, and that way worked great for me, and I want to explain you this today with you guys. I want to explain my method with to you guys. And here, as you see, my Amaryllis, it grew these beautiful leaves, this huge stalk. This is third stalk after 3 months, 2 months. How it's blooming now. These both plants, they bloomed twice, and this one bloomed only once for me, but it's doing great. I will explain you in details everything. Let's take them and put on the table. Last year on November 30th I got these plants, and today is February 2nd 2021. It means 2 months ago I bought these bulbs. And see, I want to show you something. I watched, as I told you before, I watched YouTube videos to learn how to take care of these plants. But people show that we need to cut this flower stalk after they bloom out. See, I didn't cut anything here, you see, and this one flower, it gave me seeds. Now the seeds are ready to, they're almost drying out, see. And this, when the seeds become, when the seed pods will open, you will see black seeds inside, and after the seeds get black, this flower stalk, it will die naturally by itself. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to cut, as I didn't. See, I didn't cut anything, and you see they say that this flower seed, it will take all energy from the bulb, and the plant will not do well. But it's not like that. When you really know how to take care of your plants will thank you, and they be thankful whatever you do. See, I feed this Amaryllis, and it gets all the nutritions what this plant needs, and that's why this flower stalk and the seed, it didn't take any energy from the bulb. See, the bulb is still hard, it's strong, It didn't have any roots when I was planting it, and if you remember, this bulb had two babies. I chose, when I was buying this bulb, I chose the bulb which had two small bulbs attached to this big bulb. It had two babies already, and the baby, see, it's growing here. One baby is shown and the other one, it's not shown yet. Now I want to show you the roots, how they are doing. When I take the pot and press it, I feel the pot is hard and I can easily feel that it's filled out with roots. And even those roots, they came out through this drainage holes. See, here are white roots, and whenever I water this plant, the water comes out and it stays here. As you see, between the pot and the bottom of the plate, I have little bit gap, and the water, when it comes here, if I see that I overwatered and the water is touching the pot, I take out this water. If I see that the water is not touching the bottom part of the pot, it's okay, I leave it as is. And these roots, they drink whenever they want. When the pot becomes dry and the plant becomes thirsty, these roots, they get water from this plate and they drink. And here, when the seed pot gets dry, I told you that this flower stalk, it will die naturally. And here, this example, see, this plant, this was the red one, this was the pink one, this is pink one, and it had only one flower stalk. And the red one, if you remember, it had two flower stalks. See, they were short. See how the size of the flower stalk, it was short. And this Amaryllis, see, the seeds are ready to plant now. It's open and you can see easily the black seeds. And the stalk, it died. It's dying. It didn't die totally yet. It's not totally dry now. And the other, see, other stalk is dry, completely dry. And when I need to tell you something here, when this plant bloomed out, it wanted to make seeds from all the flowers. See here, and I, with my nails, I pinched and I took out these flowers. See, I had 8 flowers on this 4 and on this stalk 4, and I took out 7 flowers from this plant. See, these flowers are still here, and one I don't know where is that, where is the other one, and one I left here. And I wanted to see what will happen if this bulb becomes weak after, if I leave this flower with the seeds, if it will be okay after if I leave this stalk. I wanted to see, I wanted to explore. That's why I left them. And see, on this stalk I didn't leave any flower seed. That's why it's completely dry, and I could easily remove this stalk. It's dry, see, and this one is dying because the seed is ready. It's open and black, and now slowly this stalk is dying too. And after months, this flower wanted to make my eyes happy again, and it started growing this long stalk. When I saw this white one with long stalks, this with these two stalks, I thought that Amaryllis plants, they are different types. Some of them, they produce short stalks and they give small flowers, and some of them they produce long stalk and they bloom with huge flowers. I thought like that, and I told my husband that I need to go to Trader Joe's and buy the red one and pink one from Trader Joe's again, because these were different with short stalks, and the white one was different with huge flowers and huge stalk. I was not right. I thought, I saw different. After a month, this bulb, it started growing this stalk, and the stalk was 3 times longer than the previous one. See, even 4 times longer. See, this is the previous stalk. 1, 2, 3, 4 times longer. See, and it had huge big flowers. It had only 2 flowers, but these flowers were huge flowers, and this plant made my eyes happy. I was so happy when I saw this plant producing long stalk, and when this flower died, it started growing these beautiful long leaves. I don't know how many inches are they, but they are long. See, it's long and healthy. That everything is because I feed them well and I water them on time, and I am growing them under the growing light, I think, and that's why I decided to share my experience with you. Now I am not going to cut this flower stalk. I can easily remove it, but I am not doing it. See, the flower, as other people say, that these stalks get all energy from the bulb, and the bulb will not do good if you leave these seeds. You need to remove as soon as they die, the flowers die. You need to cut these flowers, and you need to cut this stalk from here. I think it's wrong, because how God created this plant, it knows by itself what it's supposed to do. It bloomed and it produced the seeds, and now it knows what to do. It started drying out these stalks, and it's doing everything by itself. It doesn't need human help. But the only thing what it needs, because it's not outside, it cannot get nutrients or water from the nature. We need to help from that way only, and nothing else we don't need to do. Here, see this flower. As I told you, here I got 3 stalks, and here I got 3 stalks too. Here, these stalks, when I was buying this white one from Trader Joe's, it had only 1 bulb, and the bud was, just like this. It was not open. It was just like this, closed, and I had only 1 stalk here. And lately, it grew the second stalk, and I had 2 beautiful, huge stalks, and they were tall. See, they were tall than this one. See, this one was short. It was tall, 3-4 times taller than the red and pink one. That's why I decided to buy from Trader Joe's the pink and red one. See this seed pot? It's open now, and when they start open the stalk, it will start dying naturally. Now this stalk started getting yellow, and here it didn't produce any seeds. Even I didn't remove any. Here with this plant I removed one. I removed all of the flowers, and I left 1 seed pod, and here I left all the flowers, as you see, and it didn't produce all the seeds from these flowers. It produced only 1 seed, and here it happened also. In this flower stalk, it didn't produce any seeds. These flowers, they died naturally. Even I didn't remove them, as you see. and the seeds didn't take any energy from the bulb. The plant is safe still, as you see. And here it decided to produce one seed. As you see here, the other flower, see, it gave me 4 flowers from one stalk and the one seed. And here I had 4 flowers. I didn't remove any because I wanted to show you. Here I had 5 flowers, see, 1 2 3 4 5 flowers, and it didn't produce any seeds. Here 4 flowers, 1 seed. And you know now that even if you leave the flowers, if the plant decide not to produce seeds, it will not produce, and the stalk will die naturally. See, everything is here shown for you. And now you see how huge stalk this plant grew, even twice longer than this one. See, this stalk is huge, twice longer, and it wants to bloom with 5 flowers, I think. Here I have already 3 flowers open, 1 2 3, and I will turn this way and show you the other buds. This is 4, I think 4 flowers I have here. This is not bud. I thought that this is bud, but it was, yeah, it's not bud. See, it's empty. Yeah, here I have 4 flowers now. 1 2 3 4, and this is not open yet, this one. And now I have huge Amaryllis flower stalk with huge flowers. See how they are huge. They are filling both of my hands. See, huge flowers, and they are gorgeous. And now what I wanna show you again, I wanna show you how I water, when I water this plant. This flower leaf size is almost the size of my hands. I measured them to 24 inches long, and this stalk is 31 inches long, this flower stalk. It's huge. It's half of this table, you see, this is dining table, and it's half of this table, the flower stalk. And now I wanna show you how I water these plants. As you see, I wanna draw your attention to the potting soil. Here is, as you see, this pot is darker. See, it means that it's still moist, and this potting soil is more lighter than this one. See the difference? And this one is completely dry. I water them at the same time in one day. These pots are smaller, and this pot is huge. This pot supposed to get dry slower than these pots, but as you see here, it's completely dry. When I put my finger, I don't feel any moisture. See, my finger is dry. And this plant, it means this plant is drinking water a lot. It gets thirsty very fast. And this one, it gets thirsty faster than this one. And this one means it's not drinking more water. It has huge bulb, and it has almost, you know, it has pretty good healthy roots. Here you see these white roots are coming, and they drink different. And I cannot tell you how often to water the plant, how often I water. I watered them at the same day, but as you see the results, how fast they are getting thirsty. This one is super thirsty, this one is middle, and this one doesn't want to drink water yet. Every time when I water my orchids, here see I have lots of orchids, after I water my orchids, I don't throw away that water with fertilizer, and I feed other my plants, whatever I have in the house. They eat after my orchids. I told you in most of my videos how I plant my other plants, and they're pretty healthy. All of them are growing huge. And here I have Dracaena, and it's eating leftover food from my orchid. As you see, it's in a small tiny pot. See, it's small tiny pot. I don't know, 5-6 inch pot. This pot is small, and see the size of this plant. It's huge. It's almost touching the ceiling now. They all eat after my orchids, and here this plant also is eating after my orchids. The water, instead of discharging, I put in my Amaryllis plants also. And today I want to show how I prepare the water. Today I'm not watering my orchids, and these plants want to drink, and I want to show you how I feed my plants. Here I have gallon of water. See, half of water I put here. For watering my plants, I use this Calmec all the time for all of my plants. Calcium, magnesium, and iron here. And I use Epsom salt here, you know this stuff. And I use orchid fertilizer 11-35-15. I mix these 3 ingredients in water. I will show you. I put this Calmec in small jar I made my life easy. I easily take with my spoon from this fertilizer. And see, here I have Epsom salt. I put in this small container, and I will show you how I mix my ingredients, how my fertilizer. See, here I have 2 sizes of spoon. From this calcium, if I water separately these plants, I can add 1 spoon to this 1 gallon of water, as it was written in the ingredients, in this instructions here, not ingredients, instructions here. It was written that we need to add 1 spoon of Calmec in 1 gallon of water. And here I have teaspoon, and half of teaspoon is enough for 1 gallon of water. This is Epsom salt. And here I have orchid fertilizer, and it has its own spoon, but I am taking in this small teaspoon, half teaspoon of orchid fertilizer, and I mix them all together. I will put some hot water here, not hot, warm water from the tap, and I dissolve this fertilizer and come back. Now I started mixing this fertilizer until this fertilizer dissolve. See, still I see Epsom salt and some orchid fertilizer, I think. And I mix it well, and I add in my water, in my gallon of water. See, here is half gallon I put here. And now I add my fertilizer to this water, and on top I put this water again here. I can shake, or it doesn't need to be shaken, because you know, I am putting water on top and it's mixing inside. Everything is mixing together. Now I water my plants. Whenever you see this picture, see this picture, this is a little bit moist, but it's almost dry. This soil we can water. See, these roots, healthy roots are shown, even the roots going up. It filled the pot already. It's hard. When I press the pot, it's hard. I feel that the roots filled inside the pot. And see, here is super dry. We don't let this kind of picture we water earlier when we see this kind of soil, you know, little bit moist, between moist and dry. This time we can water our plant. This is little bit early to water. Here, see, it seems soggy, and when I touch, you know, my finger feels the water. I don't water when the Amaryllis have this kind of soil. It's little bit early. And here I water, and here I water also. See, this pot is big, but it gets thirsty very fast, because I think because of the size of this plant. This plant is huge and it's drinking more water. And now let's water our plant. See how I'm watering? I water every time with fertilizer. I water my orchids once in 2 weeks, twice a month. And whenever I water my orchids, I put leftover water to my other plants. That time they eat. It means twice a month I fertilize them. And other time when they want to drink, I can put leftover tea or leftover water in the morning when I want to make new tea. If I see the tea in the teapot, I don't throw away, and I give my plants. See how I'm watering? It's drinking a lot. The soil is so fluffy, it's light, airy. That's why the roots are growing so good. See, water started coming out, and I don't worry if I see little bit water in the plate. I don't worry. I leave it as is, because I put, as you remember, I put, to make drainage, I put here lava rocks, and the rocks will not let the roots decay, because here I have lots of space to air go in. See, it's a little bit more water, and if I see this kind of picture, I empty this plate because it's too much. If little bit, it's nothing to be worried, but here is more. See, it's much water. I empty this plate, and let's water this one. I'm showing you in details everything. Probably you want to know, if you have Amaryllis, you want to know everything in details. That's why I'm sharing my method with you guys. Don't be bored. See, these roots, I like these roots. They're thin, you know. Here lots of roots. This plant is filling the pot with its roots. Roots are seen everywhere, under the pot, on top of the pot, everywhere we can see the roots. And see how I told you before, if I see that the water is going up, I empty this plate, and here I need to empty, and here now I just lift this pot and empty this plate, and here also. See? And whatever comes after I poured out this water, whatever comes from this pot, it can stay here, because when this soil becomes dry and this plant wants to drink, it can drink from this water, because these roots will take all the water up, and it can be watered by itself. And this pot I'm not gonna water because it's still moist, more than moist. It's little bit, yeah, it's not soggy, it's moist. See, it's wet. That's why I'm not gonna water this plant. See, I have 3 plants. That they were watered at the same time, but see how it's looking now. This way I water my plants. I water according to their demands. I don't water just in one day, and that's it. Now I am leaving this one, and this water I can reuse again. I can water my other plants. Here I have fig tree. See, I got this fig tree from my friend. It was broken branch and it was dying, dry branch, and I brought it from Kentucky, and I cut that branch in 3 pieces, planted here, and only one it started growing, see, and I fed with this fertilizer my fig tree. I'm not wasting anything. Now you know when to water, how to water, and how to fertilize your amaryllis. And if you need to cut this flower stalk or you leave these flowers in the stalk, and what will happen, everything you know now, and you decide what to do. You can cut the stalk when it blooms out, but I didn't do it. I left everything for this plant. Whatever I can do, I did, but the nature, it knows itself by itself what to do, and it knows how to dry out these stalks and how to make seeds and how to grow another stalk with flowers. It knows everything. It was in this plant already when God created them. See that I want to talk about something else here. These leaves are strong. See, they are looking up, and I didn't, put any stick here to hold these leaves, and even here it's too long. That's why it's bending, but the plant it's still holding itself. And here, even though it has so long stalk, the stalk it's holding itself, and these leaves are long and they're looking up, they are not bending. And because I feed them with the Calmec, they have calcium, they have all kind of nutrition that plant needs. And see, this stalk was, when it was on the shelf, it was growing, and it touched the ceiling and it started bending from here, from this place, and the buds were still closed at the time, and from here it started touching the ceiling and it was bent. And one day I saw that this stalk, it was looking that side, the back side, the stalk, it was on the back side, and next day I saw that the plant stalk, it grew 4 inches more, and it started looking this side. plant, it did everything itself, and it didn't broke. See, it's still healthy, and from here you can see the bent place little bit, but it's not broken because of this, I think, of the calmec and of the Epsom salt. These ingredients will help your plants grow healthy, and they will make your eyes happy whenever you see. Thank you for watching. I think that video was beneficial for you. If you have any questions, you can ask. I will try to answer your questions. If you like this video, please put thumbs up. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye.